Even before your first career day in school, you knew you wanted to be a Major League Baseball player. You crushed the ball off a tee, dominated Little League. Fast forward to high school, and you can do it all on the diamond. The road to the show should be a breeze, right? Think again. Out of over 450,000 high school athletes a year, 8% will play in college. After that, it gets even tougher. Only 5% of college players get drafted, and just 14% of those drafted actually make it to the majors. So after high school, you're looking at a 0.062% chance of making it to the big leagues. Too much math? Look at it this way. It's harder to get here than it is to get here. Ready to be the next Rocket, Swanson, or Skeens? To be the next Helton, Cruz, or Cole? Think you got what it takes to keep pushing beyond what others think is possible? To leave your mark on the game forever? Ready to pave your road to the show? Let's go.
Day. Taylor with a solid showing even if her team wasn't able to get the win on senior day. This two-way player wasn't dominant, but did what it took on the mound to give these hometown fans something to cheer about. She'll get to hit in the next one and needs to take her game to a higher level to make a deep playoff run. For this team, Taylor with an impressive showing in this crucial victory. She did what it took to help get her team to the state championship. This promising prospect will have one more opportunity to show what she can do while trying to bring home the title. 0-2, rocks and fires. Wallops this one out towards right center. That one's back there. Out of here. Goes the opposite way with that one. A 2-run blast. And they cut into the lead. It's 10-7. Still behind, but a little more hope in that dugout now after the home run. Short in this one. Taylor with a really good showing in this one. This two-way prospect gave it her all on the mound, and I'm sure the scouts and college coaches took notice, despite her team falling short of the ultimate prize.
All right, welcome back to Studio 3 here at MLB Network. It's Greg Amsinger with Harold Reynolds. The MLB Draft Combine is right around the corner. Always an exciting time. What can we expect from this year's event, Harold?
Tell you what, I'm excited about it. We're going to see some of the top talent across the country and a little wrinkle.
A little wrinkle. I think this is historic. We got to talk about the details of this year's Draft Combine. 2 female ball players receiving the invite to participate for the very first time. Now, these 2 young women grew up playing baseball together with and against boys all the way through high school, and now, Harold, they're draft eligible.
Greg, we've done the draft a lot of years. This is the most exciting I've ever been because they've earned this. I've watched the videos. The talent is off the chart, but now they're going to get a chance to come here, and there'll be a lot more scrutiny on them, but you're going to see them compete with the boys at the highest level. You'll have all the techniques, all the technology, everything else they'll be judged by, but they're up for the task, man. I'm excited for them.
Yeah, there's a buzz heading into this event because of these two ball players. It should be another outstanding MLB Draft Combine this year. We will see you soon in Arizona.
The road to Major League Baseball dreams makes a stop here at the MLB Draft Combine, live from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Alongside Jessica Mendoza, I'm Robert Flores. Jessica, we have a two-way prospect. Now she gets a chance to show what she's made up in front of the pro scouts. What are you most looking forward to?
Well, first of all, how cool is it that she's at this stage, showcasing her skills at a major league ballpark, plus the athleticism that it takes to be a two-way player, to be able to hit, to be able to pitch, and the bonus is for her, there's so many little girls watching at home.
Now, this is a pressure-packed environment. You were a player that thrived under pressure. How does this prospect block it out and perform?
The biggest thing is embracing that pressure, being able to understand there's a whole lot of eyeballs on her, but being able to transition from hitting to pitching, especially with all that pressure.
All right, let's go down on the field and check it out. All right, Jessica, this young prospect, this young two-way player just wrapped up her bullpen session. Day one is in the books. What did you think of her performance?
Day one, she got the nerves out of the way. It is difficult to be a two-way player, showcase your skills as a pitcher, as a hitter, and as a fielder. But I was so proud of the fact that she made some history today. We have never seen a female two-way player, and she did really, really well.
Well, the work is not done because day two will feature some games where these prospects will go head-to-head. Until then, for Jessica Mendoza, I'm Robert Flores. We'll see you next time at the MLB Draft Combine, live from Phoenix, Arizona.
With the 14th pick in the 6th round, the Tampa Bay Rays select May Taylor, a two-way player from the Central Region. With the 28th pick of the 6th round, the Milwaukee Brewers select Mia Lewis, a second baseman from the West Region.
All right, so that concludes this year's first-year player draft. And, Harold, there is so much to talk about, but nothing more important than the historic nature of this year's event. Given that we saw our first ever female ball players selected, there were 2 of them, and it's got the entire sports world taking notice.
Look, we have all these rounds in the draft, but whose names are you going to remember?
Right.
You're going to remember their names. That's the historic nature of what has happened. We got to sit back and take it in. They are groundbreaking in this sport like we've never seen before. It's amazing.
Now, both of them have strong Division I college baseball offers.
Right.
Signability, the decision whether or not they sign and go to pro ball or play college baseball is now at their doorstep. How do you think this plays out?
I think they sit, they huddle, and they go together. I'm calling it a package deal.
Ooh, okay.
Whether they turn pro together or college together, I think the conversation right now is what do we want to do together?
Well, whatever they decide to do, it is going to be exciting to follow their journeys along with millions of their fans.
Greetings from the ballpark at Omaha. MLB The Show.
With the 7th pick of the 5th round, the Athletics select May Taylor, a two-way player from the Central Region. With the 28th pick in the 5th round, the San Diego Padres select Mia Lewis, a second baseman from the West Region.
So that concludes this year's first-year player draft and the big topic everyone's going to be talking about for a while. 2 female ball players selected, both of them for the second time after being drafted out of high school a few years ago. And Harold, once again, these incredible women have the entire sports world captivated.
And rightfully so. I mean, they've dominated in the college ranks. They've done everything along the way, in high school to college, to get to this point, and they've answered every question. And yes, this is an enormous story. I love it.
It's great. Now, I want you to put your scouting cap on.
All right, here we go.
When they enter pro ball, how do you project them?
Oh, I think they're impact players because of all the things I just said. Look, in high school, they went to the Combine, and they competed with the top players in the country, and they stood out. They went to college, and they get into college, and what do? They become top players in college. I just think that every level, anything you put in front of them, they're going to achieve and conquer.
Fingers crossed they're quick to the big leagues, because I cannot wait to see them make their major league debut.
Now we are ready to go from Studio 21. Lauren Shahadi, Melanie Newman, Carlos Pena here with you from MLB Network. It's a big day. We all feel it. It really an historic day in our game. We get to see the first woman play professional baseball for an affiliated minor league team. It's a massive story in the world of sports and a big step forward for the future of women in our game, Mel.
It's a huge step forward, and I'm so excited for her to really be able to start to feel that this is where it gets real. You get the bigger AA crowds. You get that kind of louder environment. The travel gets a little better. But, you know, you just overall, you've had to fight through so much of those lower levels to see this moment today. We know her good friend Mia Lewis will debut on the mound a little bit later this week, but you got to make sure you're keeping those same steady hands at defense when you're taking the infield.
Look, the most important thing is emphasizing that the industry is not doing these ladies any favors. The reason why they're here is because they've earned it. So she's up to the task, and she's going to be tested.
And that one hammered. It's back there. And it's gone. She circles the bases for the first time as a pro, and I think she'll remember this moment for a very long time. A major milestone for any young player. This one just happens to be historic as well. Swinging a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. That one is gone. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And they add on. It's 3-0. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that.
Welcome back. This is MLB Network coming from Studio 21. I'm Robert Flores along with Melanie Newman. A new Top 100 prospect rankings has been released, and of course there are some exciting new names to get to know, but one that I'm sure you've already heard of, Mia Lewis. We've been following her story closely for a while now, and Melanie, put this in perspective. What does this mean for her being a part of this list?
Well, it means that what we've always seen from her, which is that her work ethic was really that big tool that she had working for her behind that talent, is finally getting recognized. These are lists that are updated and changed all the time, which means it's not just people who are graduating because they've made it into the majors. It's newcomers who are outworking people who used to be on that list. Mia is absolutely one of them. She has shown great skills so far, and it's time that the rest of the world took advantage of that.
Not just for Mia, but what's the reasonable expectation for all the players on this list?
You're going to go to the big leagues, and whether that's seen as that keystone piece that your current organization wants to ultimately build around, or it's the fact that we're reminded that these people are trying out every single day for all 30 major league teams. She could have eyes from a ton of organizations, because we always hear, once the hot stove heats up, how big prospects are part of those halls. They know who she is, and she's going to keep climbing up those ranks.
Well, congratulations to all the players that made this list. We can't wait to see how they develop in the near future, and maybe and hopefully break into the big leagues.
This one is labeled.
Come on, Bo, get out of here. Get out
That
of here.
one's carrying. Out of here. Flexes the power with that swing. A 2-run blast. And a cut into the lead. It's 10-6. That homer just made this game a bit more interesting.
Welcome back. Thrilled to be with you on MLB Network from Studio 21. Lauren Shahadi, Melanie Newman, Carlos Pena, and we love a good story around here. Yeah, we do. How about this? 2 women set to square off for the very first time down in Double-A. It's happening later today. One on the mound, the other at the plate and in the field. What a cool dynamic, Mel. We're really excited.
This is really cool. We've obviously been documenting this for so long now, following these two, the chance that this might happen. And what's neat about it is their professional history goes back, but their friendship is even longer than that. We're not quite yet at that Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout matchup, but it could get there. But I know you know a thing or two about what it means to just be a little more personal when you're seeing someone.
Yeah, so look, you try to make things just as normal as possible. You're like, look, it's just like when we were Little League. But no, okay? Your competitive drive is just going to be out there. You want to show that you're better than your friend. Yeah, it's going to be friendly, but I know in the back of their minds, they want to beat each other.
Friendly with a side of competition, right? Welcome back. Thrilled to be with you on MLB Network from Studio 21. Lauren Shahadi, Melanie Newman, Carlos Pena, and we love a good story around here. Yeah, we do. How about this? 2 women set to square off for the very first time down in Double-A. It's happening later today. One on the mound, the other at the plate and in the field. What a cool dynamic, Mel. We're really excited.
This is really cool. We've obviously been documenting this for so long now, following these two, the chance that this might happen. And what's neat about it is their professional history goes back, but their friendship is even longer than that. We're not quite yet at that Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout matchup, but it could get there. But I know you know a thing or two about what it means to just be a little more personal when you're seeing someone.
Yeah, so look, you try to make things just as normal as possible. You're like, look, it's just like when we were Little League. But no, okay? Your competitive drive is just going to be out there. You want to show that you're better than your friend. Yeah, it's going to be friendly, but I know in the back of their minds, they want to beat each other.
Friendly with a side of competition, right?
Swing and a rocket.
Get up, ball, get up.
Heading back very deep, off the batter's eye, and gone. That's gotta feel good. And they add on. It's 6-3. They are feeling great right now, already out in front. Then they add that homer. Grounder left side, and it stays fair. One run comes in. Can't glove it cleanly. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Relay throw, not in time, safe at home. And they're up by 4.
Meteoric rise from Mia Lewis. My name is Lauren Shahadi. Friends are here. Melanie Newman, Carlos Pena, and today another historic step in the history of women in our sport. Mia Lewis set to make her debut as the first woman to play AAA baseball. Carlos, I mean, she is one step away. She's knocking on the door, Carlos.
Yeah, so look, the biggest test was AA, right? You have to show that you can be consistent.
Sure.
You have to go out there and perform. Your preparation, the grind of travel, it's really challenging. And she's just pretty much passed every single test. So very well deserved. Now in AAA, a step away from, making the big leagues. Truly a dream come true already.
And it's so hard. You don't want to get ahead of yourself. You all know that. You have to be where your feet are in that moment.
It's hard.
But she doesn't have an issue doing that. You talk to other members of her organization, the coaching staff, her teammates, and again, no one has given her anything. They've wanted to see her tested, maybe even a little more than the average teammate that she's with. But on that organizational chart, #1 in work ethic, the talent is there to back it up. This is something that's going to continue on through her career, no matter how far she goes.
And everyone talks about her mental toughness. She has used it up the ranks.
Out in the last AB will definitely want to do better this time. This ball is crushed deep to left. This one's gonna go. Flexes the power with that swing. A 2-run blast. And they add on. It's 7-1. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. And that one hammered. It's pretty deep. Out of here. That's gotta feel good. And they lead it. It's 2-0. Swing and a ball crushed left field. Can't get there. That should be extra bases. Throw comes in, runner stops. Second and third, nobody out. She's already 2 for 2 with a single. Swing and a high fly ball, sailing towards left center field, pretty deep. This one is gone. Flexes the power with that swing. A 3-run home run, and they boost their lead. It's 9-1.
Here we go.
Swing and a high fly ball, sailing towards left center field, pretty deep. Out of here! A 2-run blast, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-0. Now for Midland, May Taylor. This one is labeled.
Get over.
And it's out of here. That's gotta feel good. A solo blast. And they add on. It's 2-0. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that.
Back now on MLB Network from Studio 21. Robert Flores, Carlos Pena, Melanie Newman. The Major League Baseball All-Star festivities are here, and a little bit later today, one of our favorite events of the year, the All-Star Futures Game, featuring the top minor league prospects in the game. Carlos, Melanie, and Carlos, starting with you first. What does this event mean, particularly for those players that are invited to play in it?
Look, I know that this is an exhibition game, but it's actually bigger than that. I had the opportunity to play in a couple of those events, and it was awesome. Number one, you get to play around, with players that are at your same level, big prospects. But this is a great snapshot of the future of our game. I think usually you see a big home run that we'll be playing and replay for years to come.
What's really unique about this, too, is the fact that, like you just mentioned, their talent is all matching each other. You'll have some guys, though, who might still be 2 to 3 years away, another who's right on the doorstep of being at the big leagues. But the fact remains that all of them are pretty much big league bound, barring anything that's completely unforeseen. So you're going to see a lot of those big fastballs that explode on you. The spin is going to be off the charts, but they're going to be matched with some really good bat to ball skills as well. I love this because it truly is the best of the future of Major League Baseball.
Yeah, the All-Star Week is such a great week, and it's a celebration of the game, particularly the Futures Game. And congratulations to all those players that will be taking the field. Back now on MLB Network from Studio 21. Robert Flores, Carlos Pena, Melanie Newman. The Major League Baseball All-Star festivities are here, and a little bit later today, one of our favorite events of the year, the All-Star Futures Game, featuring the top minor league prospects in the game. Carlos, Melanie, and Carlos, starting with you first. What does this event mean, particularly for those players that are invited to play in it?
Look, I know that this is an exhibition game, but it's actually bigger than that. I had the opportunity to play in a couple of those events, and it was awesome. Number one, you get to play around, with players that are at your same level, big prospects. But this is a great snapshot of the future of our game. I think usually you see a big home run that we'll be playing and replay for years to come.
What's really unique about this, too, is the fact that, like you just mentioned, their talent is all matching each other. You'll have some guys, though, who might still be 2 to 3 years away, another who's right on the doorstep of being at the big leagues. But the fact remains that all of them are pretty much big league bound, barring anything that's completely unforeseen. So you're going to see a lot of those big fastballs that explode on you. The spin is going to be off the charts, but they're going to be matched with some really good bat to ball skills as well. I love this because it truly is the best of the future of Major League Baseball.
Yeah, the All-Star Week is such a great week, and it's a celebration of the game, particularly the Futures Game. And congratulations to all those players that will be taking the field.
In there. It's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Andre Lara up and loosening in the pen. Out to short. In the hole. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Matt Shaw, the next to hit. First pitch misses. It's so fun to think that these prospects could be playing with and against each other for years to come.
Yeah, it's a preview of coming attractions for sure, and such an important stepping stone on their journey to the bigs.
Right through there for a strike.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next pitch is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
This one in the air, center field. Anthony going back on this one. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Josue De Paula. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. And a good eye there.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Jones stands in now and watches strike 1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for the American.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Andre Lara.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should.
And he boots it. Still able to fire over and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Now batting.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
grounders like that one. That'll back her up a bit. Crushes this one to deep center and long gone. That's gotta feel good, and they tie it up. It's 1-1. This one is labeled.
Get over, get over.
That one is gone. That's gotta feel good, and they add on. It's 3-1. They are feeling great right now, already out in front. Then they add that homer. Bashes this one to deep left center. That one's carrying, and it's out of here. A two-run shot, her second of the night, and they add to the lead. It's 6-1.
Now batting, the center fielder.
2 outs, but the winning run is at first.
Well done.
Runner on the go. In the dirt. And no throw. She's in there at second with a stolen base. Only run in last night's game. Bashes this one to deep left center.
Get up.
And it's gone. Made them pay for that one. A two-run blast. And now they're out front. It's 2-0. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Well struck, out to left.
Get up, ball, get up.
And it is gone. Blasted that one out of here. And they lead it. It's 2-0. Oh and 1, here's the pitch. Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. A two-run blast. Home run number 15 on the year. It's 3-2. I'm sure she would have been happy with a scratch single to extend the hitting streak, but how about that? She goes yard. And that one hammered.
Oh, get up, ball, get up.
It's pretty deep. And it's gone. Leaves the yard to left. A two-run blast. And they boost their lead. It's 4-0. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. Here it comes. Swinging a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. And it's gone. A solo shot, her second of the night. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip. This one's crushed deep to left, way out of here. Home run. That's gotta feel good, and they tie it up. It's 2-2. Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. That's gotta feel good. A solo blast. And they add on. It's 2-0. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for her there. She absolutely smoked that one. Taylor, the next to hit, takes outside. 1 out and the base is empty. Bashes this one to deep left center.
Get out of here.
That one's carrying. That one is gone. A nice milestone moment for her. 20 home runs. Definitely a force to be reckoned with in the batter's box. Left a low 90s fastball in a hittable location. Full marks to the hitter. She recognized the pitch early and belted it out. Next is the designated hitter, May Taylor. And hold on to your seats, everybody, because she digs in here with a chance at launching her 3rd homer of the ball game. Not a feat you'll get to witness every day. This one's pretty deep. And that's a homer. That one felt good. A 2-run blast. And they boost their lead. It's 7-0.